Hi, you've heard me speak a lot about the Empowerment Dialogue system. In this video, I want to pause and tell you some successful fundraising stories using the Empowerment Dialogue system. Hear how this system gives every fundraiser confidence in engaging in a prospect in one-to-one solicitation. Hear how it gives focus to the fundraiser for every conversation so that you always know where to go to get the gift decision. Hear how the system achieves gift commitments easily and naturally. And finally, see how use of that system leaves every fundraiser satisfied in being successful without ever manipulating or trying to convince a prospective donor. So let's hear these stories from various fundraisers that have had great success using the Empowerment Dialogue system. The first story is about me. I had an unusual request. It's from a tertiary care hospital, very sophisticated fundraising program, raised hundreds of millions of dollars in capital campaigns. The request was from the president of the foundation, and she wanted me to meet with past and present board members and very large donors and have one meeting and ask for a planned gift commitment from those people. Just think about that. Think of what if you were put in that position? What would you do? I had a list of about 55 candidates. I managed to secure one-to-one meetings of about 45 minutes long in each case with 37 of them. So 37 conversations I had. I used the Empowerment Dialogue system. In fact, I refined it and used 3 specific dialogues. That's all, just 3 dialogues. Here was the results. 77% of the 37 people made a positive gift decision to make a deferred gift as part of their estate plans to the foundation, with an estimated value, because I asked them about how much do you think that would be, of between $60 and $65 million. Not only was this a very successful project, both from the foundation's point of view and from mine, but the real surprise came when over half of the individuals I spoke to, and these were the leaders of business and philanthropy in the city and the country, the big surprise was that over half of them went out of their way to contact the president of the foundation and thank her for sending me to them. That's when I started to see the real power of the Empowerment Dialogue system. The next story describes the reaction of a fundraiser that I trained in the Empowerment Dialogue system. His name was Mikhail Bornstein. Mikhail is a seasoned fundraiser, very well respected, many years of experience. He's actually a teacher at the university level, and he teaches fundraising management. Here's what Mikhail said after he had taken the Empowerment Dialogue system training. When Ken first told me about the Empowerment Dialogue, I knew he had created something special. But it wasn't until I attended the full-day training session that I realized the incredible strength of the Empowerment Dialogue method. Quite simply, Ken has created a structured way to speak with donors and build strong philanthropic relationships. Empowerment Dialogue is simply amazing. I would highly recommend it to any fundraising professional. The next story is from another seasoned fundraiser named Susan Relicom, now retired. Here's what Susan said after having her board train in parts of the Empowerment Dialogue system. The Empowerment Dialogue System is invaluable in training our Volunteer Leadership Council to have the intentional conversations that they need for a very successful cultivation. The program gave our great team the tools to create stronger relationships and identify new major donors. A different use of the system, but equally powerful. The third story is very interesting. This is the cover of Case Currents in 2015. This magazine goes to all of the fundraisers in the higher education milieu around the world. Here, it describes a very unique application of the Empowerment Dialogue System. I've been contacted by York University, and this was the challenge. They wanted to train student callers to do one-to-one solicitation with regular annual donors, just $100 donors. They wanted to train some individuals to do one-to-one solicitation for what they call leadership gifts and subsequently planned gifts. But this was different. These were student callers, people that had worked on the phone using scripts. I was to train them for the hardest type of fundraising. How did we do? The Empowerment Dialogue System would provide the structure of decision-making, the role of the fundraiser, and the language to use. They would set up one-to-one in-person meetings with $100 to $200 donors. The goal was to work over time to secure gifts of $1,000 to $10,000. So how'd they do? Well, they got many large gifts, over $30,000. I want you to read what one of the students wrote. Here's what he said. You can actually have a conversation with somebody, and at the end, they're going to thank you for the opportunity to give. Everyone was so thankful that they made a donation to York. I was like, wow. It opened my mind to a whole new career. I intend to pursue a career in fundraising because it does something for me. I love the feeling that I can contribute to a great organization like the school and facilitate great people doing things for a great cause. This was incredible for me. Signed by Alain Mugisha. And by the way, Alain did go on a few years later and become a successful fundraiser. So it changed his life. So what happened? The Empowerment Dialogue System was a perfect training for student fundraisers. It gave them a powerful plan to secure large gifts in one-to-one fundraising without ever manipulating or trying to convince. And as Alain noted, they thanked him while making their gifts. It's a lesson that we can all improve using a tested system. It can be learned. Finally, I want to tell you a story of Martin Goulet. And I trained Martin. And Martin was a financial planner, but he wanted to specialize in the area of talking to clients about structured charitable gifts. And I always maintain to a financial planner, if you're working with an individual to structure a gift, you have to get the gift first, and then you structure it using your financial planning skills. Don't do it the other way around. You have to get the gift first. Hence the training. And here's what Martin wrote. My role as a financial advisor specializing in gift planning is to assist my clients in realizing their philanthropic vision. The Empowerment Dialogue approach provides a unique way to talk about philanthropy and have a meaningful conversation with the donor. The step-by-step approach helps the donor clarifying her or his vision and facilitates the decision-making process. I hope you've enjoyed these success stories. And really, with different fundraisers, in quotes, with different roles, with different levels of experience. The bottom line is the Empowerment Dialogue System is proved successful for very experienced and totally new one-to-one fundraisers in securing gifts and even shaping careers. It's a powerful, proven system. There are 5 courses that train any fundraiser on the complete System of Securing Major and Planned Gifts. The first course is free. Click the link to review it. All the remaining courses are 1/3 off as part of the spring sale. We've now extended the spring sale to the end of spring because so many people are taking the first free course. They need time to take that and make their decisions about the remaining 4 courses. Thank you for listening, and as always, good fundraising.